hung out at Hart and Huntington Tattoo all day, and at this point we are going to interview Carey Hart over at a sound stage. What up, Carey Hart? Prick TV! So we're sitting here at Prick TV with Carey Hart in Las Vegas. So we're going to talk to him a little bit about your shop and the way things are going and just things that have been happening with you, where you came from and where you're at now. So what made you open the shop? Like what was the inspiration to open the shop?
I mean, honestly, it started off as a novelty. I've always loved tattooing. I've been pretty heavily involved in tattooing at a young age. And I had moved back to Vegas around 2000, 2001. And I just had this itch to open a tattoo shop. And it wasn't going to be nothing really crazy, but I just wanted to outfit with really good artists and do something kind of cool and unique. And honestly, it came up over a drunk conversation one night. And a couple days after that, I had a meeting with George Malou, who owns Palms Hotel. And 4 months later, we were open. So it just kind of snowballed from there.
Like, how does it compare having that style shop compared to all the 140 other tattoo shops that are in Vegas that are all along strips and stuff like that? Like what?
You know, when I first decided to do this tattoo shop, you know, me and my old partner at the time was like, we want to do something that was very comfortable, very inviting to first timers and non-tattoo industry people. I mean, the shitty part about the tattoo community is, I mean, there's a lot of amazing shops out there. There's a lot of fucking shitty shops out there. And we want to get away from the whole attitude, bright lights, ground metal, some dudes that they want to fucking do at the door. You know, I mean, like, I go to tattoo shops now, and as heavily as tattoos I am, I still get by from tattoo shops. And we want to get rid of that whole persona. You know, it's like, it doesn't need to be that way. You know, we want to have like a very warm, comfortable environment. A lot more about art. You know, like people might slam us and say, "Oh, they're a tattoo shop," but we're not. You know, we're all about the art aspect of it, whether it's tattooing or, you know, painting on canvas or painting on ground metal. It's about the art of tattooing.
So did the TV show kind of happen after the fact, or did it kind of happen simultaneously, or how did that come?
We came up with the idea for the TV show when we were getting ready to do this whole build-out process and open the shop. We're like, well, you know, maybe we should shoot a pilot and see if, you know, I mean, there's any interest. The number one thing in the world right now is reality television, so why not kind of jump on the bandwagon and bring, you know, shed some positive, dramatic rad light on tattooing.
Such as Prick TV.
Yeah, exactly. So
blatant self-promotion.
So yeah, so you know, we figured, you know, what the hell, so we hooked up with a production company at the time, and they got together a budget, we shot a pilot, you know, basically around the opening of the shop and all the shit that went into getting the doors open and the grand opening party and all that. And we shopped it, A&E picked it up, here we are working on season 2.
I mean, there's been a lot of positive response and negative response within the industry itself. I mean, me being a media person, I mean, I see the positive because more people are getting tattooed. I mean, it makes people excited to get tattooed. But I mean, what's the, you know, have you gotten a lot of flack from, you know, the angle that you're taking versus the old school mentality, kind of?
Actually, surprisingly, no. I mean, the only people I've ever really heard anything, I mean, no one really has the balls to say it to me. But you know, you hear all the background talk. You know, people are like, oh, you know, Hart doesn't tattoo, or, you know, they're in a casino, how serious can they be? But, I mean, we have the respect of a lot of serious tattooists. I mean, Mark Mahoney, he opened up his shop to let us come do a story on him and his people. Rick Walters is in the tattoo shop all the time. You know, we just went up to the Salt Lake Tattoo Convention, had a really good presence, and threw one hell of a party. And you know, and people. I think people from the outside looking in, it just only see us as, oh, some fucking dirt bike dude who has a tattoo shop and a TV show. Well, if you're that close-minded the way you look at it, well, yeah, of course you're gonna hate on us. Right. But
when you first started getting tattooed, when was that? When your full motocross days, like you just started, like, did you? What got you into actually getting them? Like, did you?
I mean, I knew at a young age I wanted to get tattooed. I remember being in like 1st and 2nd grade, and I'd draw on my arms all day long at school, and come home and I'd yell and scream at me.
Yeah.
And you know, and then I got my first tattoo about a week before my 18th birthday. Just like most people, it was really bad. It had this skull and flames and wild race number. was on my chest, and it's pretty rock and roll. And it just kind of snowballed from there. I really started getting heavily tattooed around 21, 22, and I did both sleeves inside of a year. And then a few months after that, started my back, knocked my back out, and then just kept snowballing.
So what did all the motocross people and all that, like all the farmers and all that, having the kids on the circuit that you wanted to see it, did that get any flack? Like, you were the rebel basketball player with all the tattoos, basically. I mean, did you get any flack on that?
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. I mean, 'cause you have to think back. I mean, when I was getting heavily tattooed, it was before. I mean, back then it was really like only Metzger and myself and a couple other guys were heavily tattooed, and it wasn't good. Like back then, that's when motocross was trying to go after the full NASCAR image, and that's back when I was actually just racing for a living, not even doing freestyle that much. And it was tough. It was just kind of a hassle, and hear all the shit talking going on with team managers, and it's not the image we're going for, and they didn't really let my writing speak for it. They were judging me on tattoos, so that's kind of when I fucked off racing altogether. Did freestyle full time.
So just telling me who did all your tattoos, what's the main people to give props to for all of this amazing work?
I first started out getting heavily tattooed by Dan Adair. He owns Soul Expressions down in Temecula. He's tattooed like Metzger and Feist and Twitch and all kinds of a bunch of moto heads. He's the one that actually I give all my credit to for having an interest in tattoo like I do. And then I've been fortunate that I got tattooed by Scotty Harrison in New York City. Been tattooed by Cartoon quite a bit. Cool. And then my artists at my shop, amazing.
Well, we'll be picking this up tomorrow at the shop, and while I'm getting tattooed. Thanks for letting me talk to you, and
Anytime.
thanks for having me out getting tattooed.
Right on.
Really cool. Brick TV, Hart and Huntington, Carey Hart. Peace.